I have just been wanting to murder. How is everyone? Honestly, I think I'm about to give up with my Rumble. It's just one thing after another. One sec, guys. Rumble Studio. Enter. Almost there. Come on, Substack. Don't fuck with me today. How is everyone doing? Y'all must be having a better day than I am. If my Substack doesn't work today, I don't care. At this point, I do not care. Not even joking. How is everyone doing? Link in bio if you'd like to book a reading with me. You know what? I give it my Substack. If it doesn't want to stream, it doesn't want to stream. I don't care. I'll sort that out tomorrow. As you can probably tell, I've been having massive technical difficulties. One doesn't want to stream, then the other one wants to stream, then the other one doesn't want to stream. And then when I get one working, the other one doesn't work. And then the microphone goes. So, yeah. We have been having fun. You know, I give it my Substack, get lost. So, yeah. I'm done. I am absolutely done with my Substack today. How is everyone doing? You've got to be having a better time than me. How is everyone? We're doing 7 platforms today because the 8th doesn't want to work. Hello, Queen. How are you? So if you'd like a reading, link in bio. Yes, massive technical difficulties. Massive. Massive, massive, massive. Which is going to get an app thrown out the window. I'm not even joking. I am so tempted to throw out one of my apps. It was doing my nutting. It was physically doing my nutting. Normally I enjoy that, but not today. I enjoy a challenge normally. But I'd restarted the stream 5 times now. I have. I've restarted it 5 times. I am not restarting it anymore. I physically can't before I throw something out of a window. Of course you can have a 5. What would you like your 5 on, my darling? And it better not be, can you get it to work? The answer is no. Go send on Insta. Thank you. Some of y'all may have noticed I don't have the brackets free live anymore. Like free yes or no's. Some of you may have noticed that. Hello, Alicia. Free yes or no's will only be done in freebie lives from now on. Okay. I have taken away the opportunity in a paid live. In paid live, we no longer do free yes or no's. It is only in freebie live. So you get it 3 times a week. You do. Hello, Dorella. Hello, Shirley. And the reason why I've done that is because people took advantage of it and they wouldn't pay for readings. So if you want the free yes or no's, they're done on freebie live. If you want them on paid live, my options start from £1 all the way up to 143.33. So we start off from very affordable to, let's see who's got money stages. Thank you, Dorella. Tracy, you're very welcome for your reading yesterday, my darling. It's what I'm here for. It's what I'm here for. Why, what's 33, my darling? What do you mean by what's 33? Why it's 33? Why, what's 33? How much is one US? Oh, how much is pounds in USD? Let me get that for you. Calculator. Clear. £1, $1.35. It is $1.35. Tia, thank you, Boo. You'll be next. No, so it's 33.33 for 1 month's reading. So if you want to know the forecast for 1 month, it's 33.33. But if you want any extra months up to 12 months in total, it's an extra £10. So when you add that up to 12 months in total, it works out to 143.33. It does. Thank you, Queen. This is paid live today, my darling. I'm sorry. Freebies start on Monday. I beg your pardon. I don't want anyone seeing me on a map. No, I don't want precise location on. Give me 1 second. Quick word of warning for everyone on my stream. Instagram has updated. Please check your safety settings for your location because they now have a map on there, a bit like Snap Map. If you do your settings wrong, everyone will be able to see precisely where you are at precisely what time you are. Okay, so please, please, please check your settings and make sure you are safe and that people cannot see your location because they do not need to know where you are. Okay, safety first. Okay, safety first. So, Queen, this is coming out your minute bank, isn't it, Boo? Also do the same for your Facebook because I don't know if they've got the same update, so just double check that as well, please. Because if you're like me, we don't have location on unless it's my Snapchat. I used to have it on Instagram and then all of a sudden they've just done that. I'm just like, I'm not having it on. Okie dokie, Tia. So, Sarah, so Rue messaged you a bit last night to see how work was. Oh, he's getting closer. And you asked if he wanted to see you after, but said is late. Well, yeah, okay. I then asked why is it you don't want to see me? Is it me? Do you not like me? He read and didn't reply, and no contact today. Can you blame him? I don't think I would have contact with that sort of conversation there. Because that just shows how needy. That's just showing that you're being needy. You're going, oh, is it me? Is it me? Honey. That's needy behaviour. If it was you, he'd tell you straight up front, my darling, stop being a thirst. Okay, if he's thirsty, he'll go and get a drink. Okay. Don't near thirst him. Okay. He hasn't seen you in 7 months. I haven't seen some of my friends in 5 years. Alicia, you can get a 5, my darling. I have said you can. Hello, Debs. I'm good, thank you. How are you, boo? Right, let's have a look at how he's feeling in the next few days. Let's see. But yeah, you're thirst trapping him there, my darling. So you're relying on a man. Honey, you don't need to get into that position where you start relying on a man. Yeah, you're relying. Okay, you're trying to do escapism, trying to escape what's actually happening instead of actually facing it. And you're pointing fingers. So it's not how he's feeling, it's what are you doing? And it's you pointing fingers, my darling. Okay. Instead of actually thinking, right, I need to sort myself out and going, I need to get to a position where I don't actually care what other people think, you've gone the easy route and gone, I'm going to beg him to come to me. So you've trapped him. You said, is it me? Do you not like me? You've put him on the spot. Of course he's going to run and not reply. Of course he's going to be there like, yeah, I'm not replying to that. I'm not falling for that. He's done it once before. He's not doing it again. Okay? And that's because you're scared. You refuse to do the meditation where necessary, my darling. Instead, you allow yourself to be controlled. Okay? You're there wanting and throwing yourself at every available man. You're being a, what's her name? Blanche Devereaux. I think that'd be quite exact there. Hello, Brad. Brandeven. Yes, my list is open. You need to be careful, my darling. Okay? But if you're just turning yourself into a puppet, into a toy, you're not actually turning yourself into a respectful human being, my darling. You're almost extinguishing that side of you, I would say. You need more independence. Okay. You need to be looking. I hadn't even read the word on this, and it said independence. I was just looking at the picture. That's hilarious. But you got Aquarius vibe here, so I feel like he's moving in his own direction, my darling. But I feel like you need to find out what suits you and what can work with you, okay? Make it work. Go for it, okay? Um, what I would also say here for you is work yourself out. Understand yourself, okay? Make yourself go forwards. Don't hold yourself back. Actually bring yourself there. Okay, my darling? Open yourself to him. But also open yourself to yourself where you're not having to think, oh, he needs me. In actual fact, you need him. Okay, you need to start doing your research into the next place to go, next best thing. Okay, I'd focus on your work, my darling. If he doesn't reply, he doesn't reply. That's what you need to realise. Okay, you're more devoted to him than he's devoted to you. Okay. And I feel like that's what you need to realise, my darling, is you're putting all the devotion into one's other half, but not into oneself. Okay. Where is one? Or what is one doing? Okay, sitting around going, I need you. Come back to me. Did you just call me hub? You know hub means husband, right? You know hub means husband, right, my darling? Like hubby? Hub? Hun. I was about to say, since when was I your husband? When did I get married? um, I feel once you stop being so needy, I feel like it'll bring him back because he'll start seeing the woman that he actually fell in love with, not one that he can walk over. So I feel like the more you actually show who you truly are, the more he'll come back. Okay. The more he will come to you and the more he will actually open up to oneself. Okay, my darling, the more he will actually show himself. Okay, in a positive way, in a good way. Okay. The more he actually come forwards and be there like, I'm here. Not in a gay way like that, but you know what I mean. Okay. And the more he actually prove himself to you, okay, he won't be as defensive. He'll start working more. Okay. And I feel like he'll be coming to you begging for you. Okay. He'll be begging for you, my darling. Okay. Does that make sense? If you sent a payment, you are on the list. Do not worry. I know what everyone's paid on and where y'all are. Yes, brilliant. Boo, 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 boo. Do, 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 do. You needed that. I know you did. Oh, I appreciate you as well, my darling. Do, 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 do. Sarah, Sarah, you have what's the date today? It is the 2nd of the 10th, 2/5. One sec, guys. My phone's just told me I've got a slow charger. iPhone 16 Pro Max charger. Right, we're on the USB, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah. So I'm buying myself a new game. Right. Next, I've got Tia, then I've got Alicia. Tia, then Alicia. Tweedledum and Tweedledee trying to help out Ollie. But I always say like the two, like the next two. Don't worry, you are on there. I always just said the next two. Tia, what is your question, Boo? Is it the ones that you sent on WhatsApp? And is it two separate or two together? She sent two different fivers. Fran, if you'd like free yes or no's, please come back on Monday all the way through to Wednesday, my darling. That's when Freebie Live is. That's when the yes or no's are free. Two separate. Okie dokie. Thank you, my darling. So, first one. Can I read the first one out loud? Because the second one says please don't, but is the first one okay too? Because that doesn't have anything next to it that's saying don't. Do 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 do. Oh, there goes my hair. Ding. Next round. You have no idea how much I have of these cables that I can't use anymore on my phone. Because my iPad came with it, my phone came with it, my other phone came with one like that. So I've now got no actual cables. iPad cables. So you found a potential new owner for your cat. I swear we've gone through this one before. The owner's name is Angel. Age is very interested. Age is very interested. What do you mean by age? Do you mean and? Also, how is everyone doing today? Angel. Okay, Angel. Thank you. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look. Find first. Let's see. So I feel like she would. I'm guessing Angel's female and the other cat's a male. So I feel like Angel is going to be a better purpose than the cat shelter. Okay, I feel like she would be able to give it a better lie. Okay, she would be able to give it something more worth than a cat shelter can. And I feel like the cat would get on eventually. It might just take a couple of hours before they actually settle in. Okay, I think that's going to be the hardest part is getting to settle in the first couple of hours. Because I feel like your cat's quite independent, like it doesn't require other cats. Okay, but I feel like it's suitable. I feel like it'll be looked after. I feel like it'll be cared for. Okay, I don't think there's anything to worry with the cats or other cats there. Okay, I think it just might take some time for them to get used to each other. I feel like your cat will miss you. Okay, I know that's not really helping the circumstance because I know you don't really want to give it her. But I do feel like it'll miss you. I feel like it'll care for you. I feel like it's just like gonna have to exert its dominance slightly. Almost get a better status. I think that's gonna be the hardest with all the other cats. So this is why I feel like if it went to that lady called Angel, it'd be much better. Okay. Because it won't have to try and find its like its place, its kind. Okay. Because that's what it would struggle with, is finding its kind, is finding its other people. Okay, it wouldn't be used to the circumstances or how other people would treat it. And by people, I mean cats. Okay, its own kind would probably just ugh. There's like no word for it, but just ugh. Okay, that poor cat will be removed. He'll be dead from depression if it goes into the wrong sanctuary. So I feel giving it to this woman, it won't have that risk. Okay, it'll feel safe once again. It'll feel love. Okay. It will feel like it's got good care. It won't feel like it's going to have to fight for its life as much or at all. Okay, it'll be more of an optimistic cat. Okay. More of an optimistic, more of a lovable little creature once again. As much as I hate them. I only hate them because I'm allergic to them. It's literally the only reason why. I feel like you trust this woman a lot. I feel like this woman is someone that you could trust and want. I do. And I feel like you know you can trust this woman. I feel like you've got something inside of you going, this woman is safe. This woman is what I need. Like, part of you is literally going, this woman is who I need. Okay. I feel, feel. I feel like this person would actually allow you to visit if you wanted to. I feel like they're going to give you the opportunity to visit as well. I feel like they would literally go to you, if you would like to visit the cat at any time, just let me know and come over. Okay. So I feel like they will offer you that as well, my darling, so you don't feel completely left out. Okay, completely alone. Okay, thank you, Sharon. And I feel like that's what's going to help you through everything, if anything. Okay. Oh, shit. Almost went off my chair. So I do feel like this is actually going to help you. Okay, I feel like this is actually going to put you in a better direction, a better place. Okay. Yeah. Does that make sense? For your first question. Ollie's going to kill me when he reads the email that I sent him. But yeah, does that make sense? But thank you for the heart, me. Did you guys know I'm literally on a 17-day streak on Reddit? I think I need a life. That is not good. I've been on Reddit literally since high school. Literally for wrong one. 7 years. Oops. One of my accounts is 7 years old, the other one is 1, and the other one is 2. But yeah, did that make sense, Tia, before I move on to your next one? Wow, I know. The other one's my work account, which is Jamie the Oracle, if anyone's interested. I do actually have my own Reddit group. It didn't pick off like my the Facebook one did. My Facebook one went, whoa! Went off high. That makes sense. Brilliant. Next question. Right. I won't be a sec, guys. I'm just talking to Tia. We're just doing it through a phone a second, just double checking some things. Right, Tia, let's have a look. Let's see what you get. They won't hear the question, don't you worry, boo. Hello, Jill. Thank you for the heart me. I think it was a phantom this month. I think it's a phantom this month, but I feel like a proper one's coming along. Okay, I feel like you're getting ready for an actual one, my darling. Okay, I feel like it's the spirit showing you're about to get one. Okay. Yeah, you're about to get one. I feel like you're gonna have twins. Okay. I feel like you're gonna have a male and a female, my darling. Okay, boo. So yeah, I feel like twins, twins. Okay, so next cycle. So this one was a phantom. The next gonna be a popper. Okay. The list is not long new. What I would also say here as well, my darling, is I feel like you're isolating yourself too much. Okay. I feel like you're letting this get to your head. I know it sounds awful, but you're letting this get to your head too much, my darling. Okay, and I feel like you need to just think a bit more positively. I'm trying to say this without sounding insensitive, but think a little bit more positive on yourself, my darling, because I feel like you're about to have success. Okay, and success is coming your way with it. We've just got to be a little bit more positive with it. Okay, a little bit more like, this is going to happen. We're going to do it. Okay. Have you tried certain spells? If you know what I mean, that could help. Because I feel like they could help. Thank you, Jill. Because, yeah, I do see a double coming your way, my darling. So we do have that positivity as well. What I would say here is, yeah, this one was Phantom. Okay. Because you got the bluff card. So, yeah, this was Phantom. Okay. So what I would say here is I feel like it is going to get easier. It is going to get better. And I feel like it is going to open you up more. Okay. Have you had any time recently? Because I feel like the next time you do it, it's happening. It's happening. Okay, the next time you do it, it's happening. And I don't see a fault next time. Okay. Because I don't think you're on the pill. I don't think there was protection used. So I feel if you do that again the next time on the next cycle, you'll hit the window. I think you just missed the window this time. Okay, hence why it's a phantom. I think the window is literally just missed. Okay, by an inch. It feels like. Yeah, it feels like it was missed by an inch, my darling. Because I feel like you got everything in order. I feel like you're correct. I have used this deck in about 1 to 300 readings. In every reading, I have never gotten the birth card. And we just got the birth card. Because I was using this for readings on Reddit. I did about 300 readings yesterday. And on Facebook. And I haven't got the birth card ever. So I would say yeah. Okay, this one's Phantom. The next one's not going to be. Next one you're going to have birth. Okay, 2 children. 1 male, 1 female. Okay, this luck is on your side, but it's got to be impulsive. Okay, it's got to be impulsive. Okay. Plan when you're going to do. Okay, plan it on the cycle, but let the actions be impulsive. Let the way you do it impulsive. Okay. Again, I'm trying to use as many innuendos as I can. Okay, my darling, but make sure you go to town. Because that for JJ, the no-no square, is going to be a broken square. Okay, that's going to be ripped. That's going to be shredded. Literally, that castle isn't going to stay a castle no more. Okay, boo. Does that make sense? I hope it does. Who wants to wear Hey, why do you think they get hard? Why do you think the socks become hard and crispy? Just saying. That's got to be fake. You're very welcome, Tia, my darling. You're very welcome, boo. Ah, Kelly, Kelly, Kelly. Where is my Kelly, Kelly? Did someone bang Kelly before I could? Thank you, but... Ah, Benji, fuck off. He deserves it, he's awful. Paranormal Dan is awful. Absolutely awful. Absolutely fake. Can't do a real reading for the life of him. He does them just so he can go on holiday and pay rent. And everyone falls for his antics. Literally, he does it as an act. There's nothing true about him, my darling. Okay. Nothing true. Oh, Bumble, move over here for me. But yeah, Benji, you wouldn't understand, my darling. Okay. You wouldn't understand. No, so Benji, a reading needs to be 95% accurate. Okay, 90 at a push, but 95 to be accurate. No one's ever 100%. That's impossible. Okay. That's impossible to be 100%. If you are, you're a god. I'm not even joking. You are a god if you are 100% right all the time. 1 sec, I just need to remember how I'm writing this down. No. Next, do I have Alicia? Talking of Alicia. But yeah, you need to be around about 95-ish correctly. Okay. No, I can grudge him for that, I can. Okay, oh, and I have. Sorry. Cheeky little thing answering back. General, Polar, you won't be much longer, my darling. I'm getting through these like a house on fire. We're going through it nice and quickly. But yeah, that dude, we're going to call him a dude, even though I don't think he is. He's very aggressive to his chat. Okay. He's very disrespectful. He's impolite. He thinks he knows everyone. Big ego. He does it all for the money. No freebie lives at all. All for the money. Never done a free one in his life. Okay. He's very full of himself. He's very nonchalant. Okay. Put it this way. When we're gonna go for the, what are they called? The Egyptians. Okay, so in Egypt, like ancient Egypt, we're talking now. We're no longer talking modern. If we go to the ancient Egyptian side of things, in ancient Egypt, they believed that when they died, death would weigh their heart against a feather. If the heart was heavier than a feather, their soul got eaten. If the heart was balanced or lighter than the feather, they went to whatever their heaven was. If he did that, his soul would be eaten. And he slagged off many psychics. Right, so general reading. Alicia, how harsh do you want this general reading? Because I'm hearing your health is not good, mental health. So I'm being told not too harsh. Would that be correct? Yeah, that's correct, Beth. He does. Or has Benji popped off again? He loves doing this, doesn't he? I think Benji must be paranormal, Dan. Okay, so we're going to go with Oracle for you, my darling. Okay. See, Queen, the problem with you is you needed that. You needed that. But Alicia doesn't quite need the shoot down today. Just saying. Just saying. So let's have a look, my darling. Let's see what you get. Let's have a look at what you get, Alicia. So if your mental health isn't good, I always use Oracle on you because it's much nicer. I will never use Tarot if your mental health isn't good, as long as you tell me. Okay. So Alicia, you're not asking yourself enough questions. Okay, you're not asking yourself what's going on. You're not looking into the deeper picture. Okay, you're not thinking, why am I not getting this? What's wrong with me that's stopping me? Okay, you're not rebuilding yourself. You see all the negatives, but you never look at the positives. Okay, you never look at what you can do to rebuild yourself and make yourself stronger. You always look at what's happened in a completely negative way. Never thinking, okay, this didn't work out. What can I do to make my life work out? Okay, I didn't get that job interview. What could I do next time that might let me get it? Okay, so you've got to look at more the positive side of things, more the big side of things. Okay, not just the negative. Remember, we need a balance. Okay, remember, we need a balance, my darling. Okay, because no balance, then no nothing. Okay. Your story is still going. Your symphony is not over, and that's what you got to realize is you're not running out of time yet. Your time is still here. Okay, you've still got a lot of time coming for you. You've just got to be ready to use it. Okay, be wise. You need to realize that you're not for everyone. Okay, whether that's relationship, whether that's dating, whether that's with work. Okay, you're Marmite. Okay, people either like you or they hate you, and you need to realize this. Okay, you're either liked or you're hated. There's no up, ups and there's no downs, there's no lovers and there's no haters. Okay, you are what you are and you will what you need. Okay. Feels like hated, so change it. Change it. Okay, if you know you feel like you're being orphaned or you're feeling hated, change it. Make people see you differently. Okay, you need to learn to rest more. Your resting situation is awful, my darling. Okay, the same as your mental health. Okay, you're in complete chaos. Okay, I feel like this is still a really harsh reading. Could have been harsh, but I feel like this is a really harsh reading. Okay, and the problem is you're not finding a place where you feel at home. You don't feel like where you live right now is home. Okay, and I feel like this is what's holding you back. It's the fact that you don't feel safe. Okay, you don't feel like everything is there. Okay. And I feel like that's a negative, my darling. Okay, we need to change that. Hello, Sharon. Okay, but you've got serendipity on your side. You've got luck on your side, my darling. You just need to see it. Okay, you just need to be open to it and be there like, yes, I feel lucky. Yes, I can do this. Yes, we can go for this. Yes, we can be open for this. Yes, this can work. Okay, and you make it work. Okay, you make it work, girl. Okay, you open it up and you're there like, this is working. We're doing this. Okay, we can do this. We can go for this. Okay, because you need to be more on edge, my darling. You need to be there like, I need to stop trying to mend myself for everyone. Okay, and that I need to go to the edge, ask Spirit for help when I'm needed, and only mend myself when I need to. Okay. You feel so unlucky, change it, make yourself lucky. Okay, simple as make yourself lucky, my darling, change it. Okay, my darling, do your breath work. Stop being so flexible for everyone. Okay. Stop being so flexible for everyone, my darling. Okay, actually go for it. Okay. Okay. Just do it because you want to do it, not because other people do. Because that happiness isn't going to come to you if you're not allowing it to, if you're not making it happen, if you're not making it come. That's what she said. Okay? If you want to make it come, that's what she said. You need to make it. Okay, boo? Does that make sense? How? Luck spells, bringing the luck towards you, making the luck come towards you, opening the luck for you. There's many ways of doing it, my darling. Many ways. Here we go. Just for the proof, there's Paranormal Dan making, manipulating his viewers. Oh, and he's drunk on live. I just got the microphone there. You sent money to him and he was rude to you. He sent it for his dog, I know. Well, jobs are always going to come and go. Okay, jobs are always going to come and go. Trust me, I should know. Okay, trying to look for a job is a bloody nightmare. Okay, 1 second. There we go. Thank you for the follow, my darling. Thank you, boo. Next, I have... Ooh, I've got an iOS update ready. How bloody swell. Do I have... I've done Mesa for a 5, then I've got a 10, then I've got a 5. And then my list is closing. One sec, guys. You feel like a bus stop to guys. We'll close the doors and say I'm closed. Period. Okay. Close your doors and go, I'm done. If you want my service, you either pay for it or you stay for it. That's what you need to do, Alicia. But yeah, do I have Mesa? Maisa? Mesa? And while I wait for that, I'm just going to quickly check my TikTok because I swear that guy's following me. It's the only way he could know I'm live. Unless he's stalking my name. But yeah, do I have a Mesa? Live recordings. I'm just going to give Mesa like 2 minutes to join back, and if they don't, I'll move on. They here? No, they don't follow me. How odd. Okay, we're not getting answers on that. Okay. Do I have a Sharon? Do we have a Sharon? Hello, Karen. What is your reading on PayPal, my darling? Yeah, it is. So, does he feel like his message to you? One sec. Oh my God, Jess, give it a rest. Don't it hurt my ears. And you, Debs, my darling. Hope you have a good one, boo. So, does he feel like his message to you 2 weeks ago was not planned? Probably. Or does he feel like I just didn't bother enough? How does his colleagues feel about his whole situation? I'm guessing that's Paul. Would that be correct? Bless you! I'm only asking that because that's just got Paul's energy written all over it. Is that Paul's energy, my darling, that you're looking for? Because it's got him written all over it. Ian, okay. Let's have a look. Ian, I don't know where I got Paul from. Who's Paul then? Or did someone send me a message about Paul and that's why it's stuck in my head? So I got the name Paul in my head and I don't know why. No, it's bugging me. Who sent me a message about Paul? Am I thinking about someone else's reading? Hence why I've got his energy. Could be that. We're going to blame it on that. Give me 1 sec, I've got to find a good deck for you. And I don't know what one. What's that deck? Oh, I haven't used that deck for ages. Let's go with that. Let's go with that. Dum dee dee dum. Y'all are gonna hate me. Let's look at its energy. Let's see. So I feel like his energy is positive towards you, my darling. I feel like he does want to be giving. Okay, and I feel like he would want it to work between you. I don't think there's any doors that are locked right now. Okay, I do feel like it is only happiness at this moment in time. We've only got positivity. But you've got 5 of Wands in reverse, so it's almost like chaos. I think that is where it's going wrong, is the fact that you both are chaotic. Okay. Both your messages are half-hearted. Okay. Oh, hello, Sylvain. None of them are actually heartfelt as such. Okay, and I think that this is where you're going wrong, is we don't have any heartfelt messages from either side. So it's going stagnant. Okay, with you and Ian. Okay. I think they really want you to work it out, and I feel like they really want it to work. But you both can't give a proper message with each other. You both only give negatives. Okay, so let's open up. Let's bring the justice. Okay. Let's stop the half-hearted messages and actually give something proper. Okay, let's open ourselves up, bring the balance instead of blaming each other for negligence and neglection. Okay, let's keep it open. Let's keep it fun and good-hearted, my darling, and the positivity will start to flow in. Okay, that is what you got to realize, is if you want the positivity to flow in, you've got to make it flow in, my darling. Okay, right now we have neither. Okay, and you're wondering why you feel so trapped. Okay, you're wondering why you feel like the relationship feels like a tramp dating a rich person. That's actually a massive debt. It's because neither of you two are being whole with each other. This is what you got to realize, is you got to actually open yourself up to positivity, to joy, to hope. Okay, Seven of Cups, your thoughts are negative as it's in reverse, because you're overthinking the situation. Okay, you're not giving yourself any popularity or any good choices. So let's start giving ourselves the good choices. Okay, let's start opening ourselves up to good choices, my darling, and you'll be fine. Okay, I feel like he's got people around him going, you need to make this work. So stop fooling around and actually open yourself up. Okay. He needs to start spreading those legs and his mouth. Okay, my darling. I don't know if he can do that, but he needs to. Because, yeah, he's just being neglectful. Okay. And he's about to fall, but he doesn't see that. Spirit's trying to show him where he's going wrong. Okay, so he needs to open those eyes and see where he's going wrong. Okay, right now you're both a joke. And I feel like this is what you got to realise, is you're both being a joke right now. Okay, you've got all of these negative thoughts going around in your mind. Okay, Nine of Swords, all of these negative thoughts going round and round and round and round and round. And you're allowing it to go round and round and round and round and round. Where's the positivity? Where's the hope? Where's the joy? Okay, let's bring the joy back in. Come on. We can do this. We can have joy. Okay, we can have fun. Okay. But we need to start giving other than taking, and that comes from the both of you. Because right now you're smashing through hurdles, you're not jumping hurdles. You're taking the short routes, not the easy routes. Okay. His colleagues are saying the same things to him. They're going, you need to start picking your side up. They're telling him if he picks his side up, you'll pick yours up. Okay. Like they're sort of telling him to be the bigger person. Okay, because I feel like the both of you giving up. You want it to work, but it feels like the both of you have just given up completely. There's no actual tit for tat, pull and push. Okay, it's all pull, 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 but no one's giving, giving, giving. Did you guys forget the giving card? Do you guys only have the take card? Because I feel like that's what's happening, is it's just all take, 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 take. Okay, Two of Swords is suggesting that the both of you are stuck. With the Four Cups in the upright, that is suggesting that you're coming forth. It is. And with the Eight of Swords in reverse, it's suggesting that you guys will be reopening yourselves. Okay. It's just that it's scary. So yeah, it's take, 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 but you're too scared to give, 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 give. Okay. So let's get out of that mindset, my darling, and let's go back into the mindset of we're going to give a little before we take a little. Okay, give and receive, give and receive, give and receive. That's what we need to do. Okay, but your luck is going to stay negative if you don't change, because sometimes you need to think of the positive memories. Okay, right now you're thinking of what you could have instead of what you had. Okay, you're seeing the past and not the present. Okay, so we need to turn it from this negative into this positive. Okay, because right now we're just seeing all negative. Okay, my darling. So let's have a look at what we have, not what we don't. Okay, my darling. And let's try and keep it. Because I feel like the passion is dying. Even he can feel the passion dying, my darling. Even he can feel the passion being lost. Okay, and I feel like it's hurting. Okay, it really is hurting him because he wants the passion to be there and it's just disappearing. Okay, it is just going, and I feel like it is really disheartening him because he's just there like, this is not what I want. Okay, he's like, I really want this to work, but I've shown all my passion. Where's hers? Okay. You're still stuck on the past. You're still clenching on your past, you are. I feel like the reason why you're scared to give is because you're stuck on your own past. Okay, yeah, you're still frozen in time. And you can't move away from that. That's why you're stuck. You can't move away from your past. That's why you're stuck in it. Yeah. You're stuck in your past. And because you're stuck in the past, instead of like, you're allowing no control. You're just walking through the dismal bits while he is starting to see the positives and walking through the positives. It's literally because of your past. That's the only thing that's holding you back. Literally. Okay, start tooting your own horn to positivity. Okay. I would say in this case you are, and I don't like saying people are the problem, but to be quite frank, you're both the problem. Okay, you're both the problem because neither of you can grow up. And neither of you can see the negative in your own ways. In this situation, you're the problem to yourself. Okay. Because you're not moving on from the past. So until you move on from the past, you're not going to be able to move forwards and do the giving. Because you'll just be wanting to take because you can't bear the burden. So in this situation, in a way, yeah, you are the problem. Because you're giving half-hearted answers to him, half-hearted text messages, and half-hearted feelings. There's no true shown feeling. It's all half-hearted. Okay. You're so scared of embarrassment. How are you meant to get stronger? How are you meant to grow up? If you live under a rock, you stay under a rock. If you live under a rock and see a building and think, I want to go and live there, you work hard to go and live there. You work hard to get into that joy. You do. Instead, you're digging yourself a grave. So let's get out of that grave. Let's get out of I'm so scared to be embarrassed. And let's go forth and embrace the embarrassment when it happens. Okay, my darling. Embrace it and be there like, yes, okay, I'm a little bit embarrassed. But it doesn't mean that's going to stop me from growing. Okay, and that's what you need to do, my darling. Okay, does that make sense? Yes, I do live readings, my darling. Will, I'm glad that made sense. You're very welcome, my darling. I'm sorry for being harsh, but you needed to hear it. You did. Well, I think I found my harsh tarot deck, which is Tarot of Oppositions. Whoops. Also, guys, if you like any of the decks I use, don't forget to go and check out my Amazon affiliates link. There will be more more decks going in there. Okay. So if you would like to buy any decks, because that also means that I get some of the commission as well. Hello, Brandy. So West, I'll be reopened tomorrow, or you can book a private reading with me, my darling. Okay, sweetie. I have all sorts of private readings. You can book them by messaging me on WhatsApp or Instagram or emailing me at Card Readings with Jamie. Okay, but I've got an appointment I've got to get to today, so that's why I close a little earlier. Give me 1 second. West, did you say you want to pay for a reading? Because I can reopen ever so slightly more. I can. So if you want to, just let me know what reading you would like. I can let you have it if I can fit it in. Okay. But it's got 20 minutes left of the stream, and I've still got to get through 2 5-minute readings. So I can take up to either 10 or 2 extra 5s. Okay. Or I can do you a 22 card for 22.22 or pendulum for 15.15. A full for £10 and a mini for 5. A Celtic Cross is 4. Or we have 1 card for £1, 2 cards for £2, and 3 cards for £3. Okay. Yes, you can pay now. I've just been given the all clear that we've got 20 minutes left. Next is... Do I have Jill? Hello, Jill. How are you? How do you make payment? Link in bio, my darling. It's got all my payment options from PayPal to Stripe to Ko-fi to Buy Me a Coffee. Okay, Buy Me a Coffee, Stripe, and Ko-fi take any payments. Okay. PayPal just takes PayPal. Yeah, you can pay through PayPal. It's just Jamie the Oracle. My link is in my bio, so if you click on my name, I'm doing this through a laptop, so I've got to sort of see on my other screen where it is. So yeah, if you click on my name, which is somewhere up here, and then click to go to my profile, it'll be in the link. So Jill, you've asked 3 questions. Are you just going for 3 yes or no's and no actual reading? Or would you like to go for 2 yes or no's and an actual reading? What would you like, my darling? Just 3 yes or no's? Is that it today? Just want to double check. Just 3 questions. Okie dokie, my darling. So, has N started to fall in love with you? Yes. Will you and N have a fully committed relationship? I would say that you will, my darling, and that will be within the next 8 weeks, so 2 months. And Are you currently pregnant? Let's see. I would say yes, you are, my darling. Yes. Yes, you are. Okay, boo. You're addicted to him. I don't know if that's a good thing. Hello, Michelle. You're so welcome, my darling. Thank you, West. You'll be the last on the list, my darling. It's a good thing, my darling. Don't worry. Next, I have. Well, I can get into my PayPal. Thank you, Olivia. You'll be the very last one, my darling. So, do I have. Oh, my lord. If I butcher this, I am apologising straight off the bat. Do I have. No. N-U-R. Do I have N-U-R? I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. I feel really bad. I'm going to butcher it. And once I find out who N-U-R is, I will call them by their username. West, hello, my darling. What would you like your reading on? I'm going to call you by your username because I'm not in the mood for butchering people's names. Not in the mood for butchering. Okie dokie. So, what's their current feelings for you? Let's see. Let's see. Okay, so current feelings, actions towards you. So you've got a lot of positivity here, my darling. Okay, got a lot of positivity, a lot of playfulness as well. Okay. I feel like he does want relationship. I just feel like he's not quite ready for the relationship as of this moment. Okay, but I do feel like it is going to change into a positive very soon. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is I feel like he is trying to become more and more open to you. I feel like he's trying to become closer to you as well, my darling. But I feel like it's going to take some time. Give him about a month before he actually comes through. Okay, my darling, give him a month. Okay. Or give them a month. And then I feel like they'll come through. I feel like they're going to message you in the evening, and I feel like there's going to be a lot more evening conversations between you guys, okay? I just feel like right now he's got to understand his feelings, okay? He keeps pulling away on and off. So I feel like there is a little bit of an avoidance. Okay, but I feel like it's because he's not quite sure of his true emotions or intentions yet, my darling. So I feel once he understands his true emotions and intentions, he won't be pulling away anymore. I feel until he understands his true emotions and intentions, he's got to do the pulling away. Okay, he's just got to. Okay, my darling. I don't think that that's a negative. I feel like that's just protection. Okay, for the both of you. Okay. What I would also say here for you as well, my darling, is this is making him more open. There is a third party, and I feel like it's his friends going, "Don't date her yet. You're not ready." Okay. Has he recently come like through a breakup or something, or like been out of a relationship in the recent years? This could be why his friends are going, "You're not ready for a relationship." Because that's the sort of feeling that we got right now. Divorced twice. That could be why his friends are going no relationship yet. Okay, if he's been divorced twice, I can see why. Okay. I can see why after 2 divorces. Would you really want to go back into a relationship straight away? I sure wouldn't. I think that's what his friends are saying to him, is right now is not the time. Okay, they're going, right now is not the time for it. Okay, they're done playing bullshit games because they're the ones that have to deal with him. Okay. Yeah, friends. So third party is his friends, my darling. He's got no other lovers. Okay. But his friends are going, look, we're done being counsellors. Okay. So wait till your mental health is completely ready. Okay. He's still hooked on his past. Yeah, friends. Okay. He's still hooked on his past. Okay, my darling. Like ever so hooked. Yeah. Okay. He's done a lot of thinking. He's tried to think as much as he can, but now he's realizing, okay, I do need to wait a little. Okay, so this is why it's going to be a couple, like just a few months. Okay, just give him like 1 to 2 months, but he'll be in the relationship before then. He just won't be as open in it. Okay. His future actions for you, my darling, is him actually coming forward. I feel like he wants marriage with you. Okay, and I feel like he's looking for marriage with you, my darling. So I do see that coming as well. Okay, so we do have marriage coming your way, which is also a nice positive. Okay, what I would also say here for you as well, though, my darling, is with this marriage, is it is gonna be a long life marriage. Okay, so this marriage is not for the weak-hearted at all. Okay, my darling, it is long life, long life. Okay. Yeah, just give him a week. My darling, we all pull away when our mental health goes down. Okay, we all pull away, and this is what you got to realize. Okay, we all pull away. As soon as mental health goes down, we're pulling away. Okay, we're protecting ourselves. And that is just the way the life is. Okay, you have to protect yourself one way or another, my darling. You can't allow everyone into your life while you're in a negative mood. Okay. And I feel like that's what you got to realize is every now and then it is going to be negative. Okay, it's not going to be positive all the time. Because I feel like he's trying to get the balance. He really is trying to get balance coming into you, my darling. Um, he's just struggling to. If that doesn't scream marriage, okay, I don't know what will. What's the outcome of our relationship next 3 months? So for the next 3 months of your relationship, it's going to be a bit on and off of communication, but you're still going to be in the relationship. Okay, my darling, it's just going to be an on and off communication. I feel like he's going to take you out a little bit more though. Okay, my darling. So I do feel like he is going to take you out. I do feel like he is going to be there for you and show you his life. Okay, so we also have that positive as well, my darling. Okay. I don't think he's going to ever give up on this relationship. He can't. He's too involved in it now. Okay, he can't run away from it now, my darling. Okay, so I feel like he's never going to give up on the relationship. It's just not anything that's in store for him. Okay, he literally cannot. What I would say is he does need to slow down though, and I feel like he's going to struggle too, but I feel like he'll be very successful. Okay, he will slow down for you. Okay. Um, I feel like he's going to become more open as well, more caring, more loving. Okay, my darling. So he's going to be by your side more often. I feel like it's just his judgment. Okay, he needs to watch his judgment, my darling. Okay, boo. I feel like once he watches his judgment, everything will be fine between you guys. Okay, everything will be fine. It's just judgment, judgment, judgment. Okay, he needs to judge it for himself and not through other people, which is what he is doing, entailing. Okay, my darling. Thank you for the follow. Okay. I feel once he stops listening to other people's judgment, he'll be fine. Any advice or oracle? What do you mean by oracle? The advice for you, my darling, is to start taking control. The devil with the I love when my mind goes blank with the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, is take control. Once you start taking control, yeah, you'll be fine. Okay, but you've got to start taking that control. Yeah, once you take control, you'll be fine, my darling. I just feel you're not taking control. It's almost like you're abandoning control, if anything. Okay. The challenges in your relationship is communication from both sides, more so his side. Okay, that is the challenge, is the communication more from his side. I feel like once he works on that, yeah, it'll be fine. I also feel bed life is going to be a bit of a challenge. Okay, getting a turn on. Okay, my darling, I feel like that is going to be a little bit hard, but I do feel like it's going to be possible. Okay, we just got to learn how to turn ourselves on. Okay. Yeah, bed life's going to be a little bit hard. Okay, my darling. Does that make sense? Can't hear me. Why can't you hear me? Can anyone else hear me? Yeah, my thing's still working. Did you turn down the volume? You can hear? Is the volume been turned down? You can hear? Oh, this is going to be a fun deck trying to get out. Give them a couple of seconds to get their volume back. You fucking doofus. It's the wrong box. Someone let me know when they're back. That's right, my darling. Don't be apologetic. What I will say is it'll be on YouTube, my darling, okay? But basically, the short end of the long stick is sex life is going to be hard. Okay, trying to get turned on, trying to make it work. What was the other thing I said? I think that's like going to be the only struggle, and his communication. I feel once he works on his communication, he'll get better. Okay, my darling. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Yes, brilliant. Right, for the next person, your deck is going to be massive, so you're going to have to give me like a couple of minutes to shuffle. Okay. Sorry, I was just getting it out while I was waiting. Give me one sec. You're very welcome for the reading, my darling. I'm always here. Always here. So let me just write you D. I'm the best. I know I'm the best. Thank you, boo. We're all the best. Okay, no one is better than one other. Okay, we're all equal. I'm just a little bit higher on the list. Sometimes you've got to be a little bit vain, guys, for a bit of fun. But yeah, thank you, my darling. I'm glad you think I'm the best. So next, I have Olivia for a Celtic Cross, and then I'll be calling Mesa again. Okay, so we've just got two people, and then I'm done. So yeah, do I have Olivia for your Celtic Cross? What would you like your reading on, Boo? And when I said I've got a big deck, I wasn't joking. It's the size of my head. Hi, Jules. I can do a general, yeah. My next biggest deck isn't even as big. Right, let's get you a general. Right, good fortune's coming your way, but you got to be stronger, my darling. Okay, you're weak right now. Money's going to get better, money's going to get easier. Okay, my darling, open up those eyes a little bit more. Stop becoming so weak. Okay, Nine of Cups, my darling. Okay, with the Nine of Cups, this is suggesting happiness, but family as well. It's also suggesting that you need to start, almost start making decisions that are happier for you and not for other people. Okay, because if you want the good fortune to come, you've got to be happy yourself. And I feel that even you know you are not truly happy right now. Okay, so if you want this good fortune to come in, you've got to start showing the happiness. Okay, you've got to start showing joy for yourself. Okay, my darling, Two of Pentacles is showing balance as well. Okay. What I would also say this as well, my darling, is I feel you're holding back on yourself. Okay. You're not giving yourself everything that you desire or need. Okay, and you're allowing people to push you over. Okay, you need to become more of your own strength. Okay, stop allowing people to control you. Okay, we don't need it. Okay, my darling. You are the one in control, not them. One thing you do need to control heavily is your financial situation as well. I feel like that could be doing a lot better right now. I feel like it's mediocre at best. Okay, so I do feel like you do need to work on that as well. What I would also say here for you as well, my sweetie, is I feel like you're half-hearted in your life, okay? You're not putting all your heart into your life at the moment, and I feel like this could be another place that you are failing at the moment, okay, my darling? So we do need to bring some more love, some more joy into your life as well. Um, you've lost your care for the world occasionally, okay? Your mental health isn't doing as good as it could be, okay? And I feel like you need to start working on that. And this is why you need to start bringing things to yourself, okay? And making it easier on yourself. Okay, my darling, because you're being half-hearted due to your mental health, that is your main problem. Okay, because you don't want to allow other people in because you're scared that they're going to knock you down. Okay, they're scared that they're going to say it's in your head. And you're there like, it's not in my head. I can feel this. I know this. And I feel like that is what's terrifying you the most is everyone's going, it's in your head. 666 views. 666 views we've had this live. Okay, that's showing you, my darling, is that you're not listening to stuff. You think you're the devil sometimes because you've got people running away from you because they can see the negative energy. They've not created the negative energy. The one who's created the negative energy is you, my darling, because you're not allowing the positive energy to seep in, to seep through, and to give you the life. Okay. You swear 666 follows you. Okay, but I feel once you start becoming more positive in yourself, you'll be fine, okay, my darling? Does that all make sense? Hello, Josh. Handstand energy is focused in the wrong places. I. Thanks for the donuts, my darlings. Also, guys, remember if you enjoy my readings, don't forget to leave me a review on Facebook or send me a message or email with a review on it. Okay, if you don't have Facebook, you can DM me a review. on any of my platforms, or you can just email it at cardreadingforjamie@gmail.com. Okay? And when I say I use big decks, I'm not joking. It's as big as my head. This is depressing. Do I have Burger Scheiser, what's it called? Oh, I forgot the name, damn it. That's what my friends just sent me. As you do. Hello, Jay. Mesa, that's who I'm looking for. Mesa, would you like your 5 minutes on, my darling? Good, thank you, Jay. How are you? He sent you that too, yeah. I just went, oh, it's come over to say hi. You want to know about your relationship with your BF? Are we fixing it this time? Let's have a look. Hello, Maria. Let's have a look. Let's see. I know you really want it to be fixed, but I don't think it's possible this time. I don't think it's possible this time, my darling, because none of you are using your brains. Okay, none of you are actually seeing what is needed to be done. So I actually think this time no. I think this time it's gone too far, to the point where it can't be fixed until you both grow up. And I don't think either one of you want to grow up or take or say, yeah, I was in the wrong, thank you for the follow. Or I'm the one that might have gone a little bit far. Okay. None of you are taking the hint or the blame. You're always blaming each other, and that's the negative. Okay, you're stressing over this and you have a lot of anxiety over it. You want it to be fixed, but there's a difference between wanting and there's a difference between doing. Right now, neither is happening. Okay, all you're doing is you're wanting. Okay, and time's running out, my darling. Time is running out. Time is disappearing. Okay, and time is not a fair game. Let's put it that way. Okay. So what I would say to you is you need to be on your merry way with him and either end it or be the bigger person. Okay, to be frank. So if you want something to work out between you guys, you need to actually be the one that's bigger. Okay. You need to be the one that that goes and does it. Okay. Hello, Lila. You need to be the one that goes, right, I'm sorry. Okay. I made a mistake and I'm going to apologize for my mistake. Okay. Okay. And you need to be the one that apologizes for your mistake. Whether he apologizes for his or not is another thing. Okay. But just apologize for yours, where you went wrong. Okay, to show that you actually want this to work. This is what I'm talking about, blaming him. He might be in the wrong, like the really big one, but how you receive it and take it isn't always the right way. Okay. Sometimes you need to apologize for your mistakes that happened in the past. Okay. Sort of, just take the high ground. Okay, my darling. It doesn't matter who's actually wrong or right, because everyone is to blame. There's always someone in the complete wrong. Okay, and there's always someone else who's in the wrong. There's no righteous path, my darling. And this is why you need to get out of that mindset thinking you're the righteous one. Okay. Then go, so, okay, so we're getting somewhere now. So you let him walk over you. Okay. So the thing that you're going to be apologizing is go, look, I'm sorry for saying this, but I'm no longer being a doormat. You're either going to buck up and do something or you're going to buck off. So you're going to apologize for no longer being a doormat to give him that hint of you're not letting him walk over you. See what I mean now by no one's righteous? Okay. Stop being the doormat. Apologize for being the doormat and give him the choice. He can either grow up or grow off. Okay. Because in a way you're accepting it. You're just going, yeah, keep walking over me. I'm not going to apologise and let you walk over me. I'm just going to let you go there, do that. Okay, no. We're going to change that mindset. You're going to apologise for being a doormat, then you're going to leave. He's going to chase. Okay, he's going to chase. Okay, my darling, because you don't want to be the chaser. Obviously, apologise for being a doormat because you're in the wrong for that. You've led him on to let him believe that you're going to be a doormat all your life. Okay, so we're going to apologise that you're not actually going to be the doormat for your whole of your life. And that if he wants to keep you, he's going to clean you, okay, shake you like a rug, and he's going to come back in and treat you like a special person you are. Okay? And that's how we're going to do it. Okay, so apologise for being a dirty old rug, a dirty old doormat. Okay? You're silk, you're satin. Okay? You're not some poor person's doormat. Okay? And he's got to treat you like silk and satin. Okay, with great care for you. Okay, and it'll work out. You'll no longer be in your tower moment. Okay, my darling. Does that make sense? And I know I can be harsh. Will he? Well, not straight away, but once he starts realizing what he's missing, yes. Okay. But he's got to go without before he can go with. Okay, he's got to lose it before he can have it. Okay. Yeah, does that all make sense, my darling? You're very welcome, my dear. Yes, the heart does grow fonder. Unless it doesn't have anything like mine. I don't quite have a heart, so mine can't grow fond. I've got a black, desolate wasteland for a heart. I do. Which probably explains why I don't actually give a shit what people think of me. I'll just put the 2nd or the 5th. Just completely skipped over my month. I've completely skipped over a year. Hello, Elcia? Elcia? ELCEA? ELSEA. I'm sorry, I've butchered your name, but hello. Anyway, I am going to pop off now, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Okay. During the day. Okay, my darlings. So, tulip it for now. Thank you all so much for your support, and I will see y'all in the next one. Have a wonderful rest of your day.